Hey, what's going on YouTube? Big Sis coming at you with another diecast video for you today. It's been a while since I made a talking video where you actually hear my voice because most of my stuff's been slideshows. But today I want to show you my favorite castings I love to collect. And because I've seen a lot of videos where people show what they like and what they like to collect, you know. And I figured I'd make one of my own. And I'm going to start down here. This is kind of a little row right here of what I like to collect, like an example. The first one I got here is the 1964 Chevy Impala. The reason I like the 64 Impala is because my dad has one. We have one. It's been in our family since 1983, 84, and I've always fell in love with the car. I've even made a custom for it. I just always liked them. I figured I'd try to get every casting I could possibly get. I ain't got very many. This is a start. And on all of these I collect loose and carded. I like double examples. Next one I like to collect is the 55 Chevy Gasser. This is just a regular main line from last year. All my good stuff is put away in the storage in my closet. I don't have anywhere to put them. I just love this casting. This casting looks cool. Next one, of course, is the Bone Shaker. Open or closed hood. This is one of the nicer loose ones I have. My next one is the 1970 Ford Escort RS 1600. I think this is a cool little car. I think I'm only missing two out of this casting, and those are just the Castro ones from last year. I have two that are open, but I don't have any that are carded. I always thought it was just a neat little car. I also like to collect the 2016 Ford GT. I love the Ford GT. I think it's an awesome car. This is one that came out this year. I don't have the red one yet. I think the only one I don't have is that red one, the Forza Entertainment Series, and I think the Super Treasure Hunt, and the 2016, or the first ever mainline that it came out in. Next one, the Ford GT Race. I almost got all of these. The only one I am missing out of this is the red one that came out this year, and also the Forza series. This is a neat car, and I gotta have one. I gotta have one to go right next to it. And the next one, very nice example of this car, the Ford GT40. I love the GT40s. Just a classic, iconic sports car. It's very nice. I especially love this one. This one came out of a Fast and Furious set, I think about a couple years ago. It's just a beautiful car. I don't got very many of these either. Next one, the Ford GT LM. Basically anything Ford GT, I'll take it. This one is not a very desirable casting. I don't have very many of them either. It's like the only race style version I have besides the GT Race. I think it's a very good looking car. Next one I collect, the 1966 classic Batmobile. This car is just awesome, no matter how you look at it. I like to get, I'm trying to also to get every variation of this car as well. I have the Christmas one from the RLC. I have a few others also. This one was the one that came out of the 5-pack, which I think is a really good example. It is a very, very good looking car. So anything Batman related I do collect. I have my own little Batman wall back behind me. I'll have to show you all sometime. Yes, a very nice car. Another casting I like to collect is the 32 Ford. It's a very awesome hot rod, very cool street rod. If you've seen some of my older videos, my very first custom was a 32 Ford. I think it is a very sweet looking car. This one came out last year. I'm also looking for every variation of this one. I have the very first release of it on card. I also like to get more as well. Next casting I like to collect, I also don't have very many of, the Lamborghini Countach. I don't know what it is about this car. I just love it. It screams the 80s. Even though I was born in the early 90s, there's just something about this iconic supercar that I just can't get enough of it. I also have a custom of this one, just sitting on Real Riders. This is the one that came out of the Lamborghini set of last year. I also would like to find the new one that came out without the spoiler, with the pace car, you know, with the lights on it. I haven't found any of them yet. So I live in northern Missouri. It's kind of difficult to get stuff here in a hurry. So yep, that was another one. And another one I like to collect is the K4 Racer. I don't know why I collected this casting. I think it's just cool. I'm not a Volkswagen guy, but this is a very cool car. It is. It's. I don't know why I like it. I just do. And another one I like to collect is the Ford Thunderbolt. I think this one is the first release of it. I always loved the Thunderbolt, that classic drag car, classic factory muscle from the early 60s. And this thing is just beautiful. I love that teardrop hood. I have an uncle that's actually building one of these. Yes, a very nice car. And another one. The next thing I like to collect is really not a casting. It's just like what kind of models I collect. I love to collect red lines. But of course, who doesn't? This is actually one of my first. This is my very first red line I've ever obtained. It's this '67 custom Camaro, Hong Kong. With kind of a dark interior. Also, another one I like to collect, I just couldn't get up front, I didn't have any room, is the 72 Ford Torino Fastback. After seeing the movie Gran Torino, and my family's owned a few of these, I think this is a very cool car. This is sweet. If I can get more of them, I will. I got a few open variations of this. Basically, on this shelf is kind of like my representation of just what I collect. Kind of like, well, I wouldn't say the best of the best. I just like it's just the best of what I have. I also like to collect Fast and Furious cars, especially Dom's Charger. I love Dom's Charger. I've even found a neat custom way where I can make it at least stay and do a wheelie. I also have a Supra that I like to just sit right next to and just take photos of it. I think it looks really sweet. And I also like to collect tune cars. This is just a example of like what I collect. I have quite a few loose and carded. And like what you see most of back there is mainly Mustangs from all different manufacturers. Hot Wheels, Matchbox, M2, Greenlight, Maisto. I also have more up here on like my own little shelf. It's kind of my own little Mustang shelf here. Kind of got a good representation of like an order by year of castings of Mustangs from Hot Wheels. They're not in a very good order because they're just sitting on a shelf on top of my gun cabinet, and every time people walk around they move around a lot. I got a Mustang sitting back there. I got an M2 429 Boss. And that light blue car is an actual dealership promo car from like the early 60s. I go basically from the late 60s to now. I love every casting of Mustang you can possibly find. I'm going to move my dots in here. I also have RC cars. This one came from the early 90s. This is an actual 94 RC car. I also got the controller back there that goes with it. I also got an Auto World chilling back there. I got a couple M2 auto drivers. Basically anything Mustang, I'll take it. Loose or carded. So this is just a kind of a short little video. I'm not sure how short it will be, but it might be kind of lengthy. Also got a sign, Mustang sign up there. My little shrine of what I collect. Well, I guess that's all the show for today. I know it's been a while since I've actually made a speaking video of me talking, but until I find some more, I'll catch you all later. Alright, keep on hunting. Bye.